When you enter any interview round, the first question which is asked to you is please introduce yourself. And in this question, the interviewer is expecting you to tell them a bit about yourself which you feel is important for them to know. So let's understand what all points are important for us to mention in this answer. See guys, while you're giving this answer, you have to mention 6 to 7 points. I will tell you what all these points are. You can write them down as well. First one is you will say, good evening sir, my name is XYZ. This is where you are telling a name. You will not say myself XYZ and you will not say as you know my name is XYZ, because both these ways, that is myself and as you know, they don't sound really positive and you have marks for empathy and you need to score them as well. So you will say good evening sir or good morning sir, my name is XYZ, and then you will move forward into the next part, which is your born and brought up city and your current city. You will say I was born and brought up in X and I am currently living in Y. Let's say you were born and brought up in the city where you are currently living as well. In that case, you will just say I was born and brought up in XYZ and you will move forward to the third point. So now when we come to the third point, it is you're talking about your highest education. Now when I say highest education, you need to understand one thing. If you are an undergrad student, you will not start from your school. You will just talk about your undergrad degree. And if you are a master's student, you will talk about your master's, that what you're doing, what is your specialization, and you will just mention your undergrad degree in the college. Now, please understand, once you are starting to mention your education, you will say it in these 4 steps. You will tell your year, then your course, then your college, then your university. I will explain it again. You will say, I am a second year BCom honors student at Shriram College of Commerce, Delhi University. I am a first year BBA honors student at Christ University, Bangalore. I am a first year BAc student at Mithbai College, Mumbai University. That is how you create your answer. I hope I am clear to all of you that you will mention your education in 4 steps. That is year, course, college, university. I hope I am clear about this. Now when we move forward to the next step, it is about your skills and experience. See, at large, skills and experience are different. But when you are in the interview and you have to say it in short, you have to mention skills and experience together, because that is what explains whether you have gained something in experience form and whether that has taught you a certain skills or not. Because you can go and say that I have a problem solving skills. I know advanced Excel. I know financial modeling. I know Python language. But is there any proof? Just learning a particular program and not putting it into practice will not take you anywhere. That is why it is important for you that you make sure that you are talking about your skills and experience together. You should always maintain a balance between hard skills and soft skills. See, you can say 2 soft skills and 2 hard skills. For example, if I say, I am good at interpersonal communication and leadership, which I learned during my internship at Unity Community Private Limited, and I got a letter of recommendation for the same as well. I am good at advanced Excel and financial modeling as well, which I learned while working on a banking project. Now, this is how you are talking about your soft skills, that is interpersonal communication and leadership, and you're talking about your hard skills, which is advanced Excel and financial modeling. This is how you talk about your skills and experience. The next section is where you talk about your family background. Please guys understand this, that you don't need to get into the depth of your family background. You just need to talk about at the top whether you come from a business family, whether you come from a service family, or you come from a government service family. When you are stating these points, please make sure that you also tell in 2 words what you have learned from your family. For example, you can say, I hail from a business family. That's where I learned the money management and people management skills. Or you can say, I hail from a service family. That's where I learned the time management and money management skills. Or you can say, I hail from a government service family. That is why I have lived across different cities in India and know how to mix up with different cultures. This is what helps you to create your answer for your family background. Please make sure that you don't get into too many details about specifying the business, what is the business, etc. That is not needed. Now we move forward to the last part in introduction, and that is your hobbies. Please understand everyone, as an adult, as a professional, you need to be clear that you are talking about your hobbies and how they make you productive. For example, let's say I will say, my hobby is dancing and going for swimming, because both of these things keep me fit and flexible at the same time. You can say that my hobby is reading news articles and go for dance classes, because both keeps me productive and flexible at the same time. This is how you can create your answer. Now, let's do a repetition once again, and you can match in your notebook if you've written all the points or not. So you will start with good evening sir and your name. You will say my name is XYZ. You will move forward to your born and brought up city, then your current city, then you will move forward to your highest education in the form of year, course, college, or university. Then you will move forward into your skills and experience. You will say them together. Then you will move forward into your family background and how that family background has helped you in your life. And then you will talk about your hobbies and how those hobbies make you productive. I hope you have understood your introduction, everyone. Now there are 2-3 things which you are not supposed to do. So please understand that you will not do any of these 3 things in your introduction. Number 1, you will not talk about your strengths and weaknesses in your introduction. That is not good, because that is something which a lot of experienced professionals are expected to do, not the freshers and not the young professionals. So make sure that you don't talk about them. Let the interviewer throw a separate question to you that what is your weakness, and then you can tell them. Second is that if your hobby is something which the interviewer can make you do in that interview, please try to stay away from it in the interview. For example, if your hobby is singing, don't mention it in the interview, because it might become a problem for you, because they might ask you to sing. And if you're not confident in singing in the interview, don't say it. Say here reading books, it can again become a problem for you, because they might ask you to summarize the book. And if you're not confident in your communication skills, please don't go and say I like reading books, because they will ask you about the book and then they will ask you to summarize it. I hope I'm clear to you about these 2 points. The third point is, make sure that your entire introduction is said within 60 seconds. A lot of times people go about telling an entire story, and that is where they fall in problem. Because you need to understand you have less concentration of the HR. You need to make sure that you make the fullest advantage of it in that time. I hope I'm clear to you about how to introduce yourself in any interview. I will see you in the next module where I will explain the other question. Now your job is that you will make your introduction and you will go in front of a mirror and you will practice it. Don't try to rectify it and don't try to go very fast. Go with a certain pace. And when you will come in the masterclass, I will also teach you how to modulate your voice by giving the answer of how to introduce yourself. I hope I'm clear. I will see you in the next module. Thank you everyone. Goodbye.